Welcome people, we're back with another video. I will now be keeping track of my YouTube and trying to upload every week. In this video, we'll be talking about the chakras. The chakras are the 7 attributes of God, and they are the 7 planets. These are literally vortex portals within us that connect us to these vices and characteristics of God. Each one of these energy centers are a spinning wheel of energy which controls the cells and organs in that particular area of the body. For example, it's literally a mini brain for that area of the body. Each chakra has a vice which you need to turn to a virtue in order to climb up through the system. They work like a stairway system. You have to go through each chakra in order to unlock the one above. This process is turning matter into spirit as you descended from spirit to matter. Saturn is Satan, that's why it's the lowest chakra, and that's why the devil is red, because red is the lowest vibrational color. When you are in these lower states of consciousness, you are in your animal nature. This is your physical side of your nature, and you are mainly being driven by your animal instincts or your ego. Moving back to your higher self or your spirit self is not an easy process. It takes a while. However, with discipline, consistency, and motivation, you can achieve this, and this is what the ancients called Christ consciousness. Once you have achieved this, it is basically a state of mastery of the mind. You no longer lust for the lower animal nature things. Now let's start with the root chakra. This is located at the base of your spine, and you can feel this chakra by tensing your anus. This energy center is in control of your survival needs, your vitality, stability and security. Now, if this chakra is unbalanced, you will feel insecure, fear, anxiety, unstable, low self-esteem, anemia, over or underweight, and constipation. In order to balance this chakra, you need to feel grounded, embodied, stable, calm, centered, a sense of safety and trust in yourself and the world around you. The next chakra is the sacral chakra, which is located around the belly button area. You can feel this chakra just by sucking in your belly. This chakra is to do with relationships, self-worth, creativity, empathy, and most importantly, sexuality. This is the most important one in order to start to raise your vibration overall, is giving up the over-sexualized nature. In order to balance this chakra, you need to come into harmony with all the toxic relationships that you have. Get rid of the fear, the anxiety, the isolation, and 100% get rid of the over-sexualized nature. Lust is one of the most lowest vibrations you could possibly feel. It is literally manifesting hell. In order to work on this chakra, you need to feel self-worth. You need to do creative things, empathy, healthy relationships, and 100% being confident. The next chakra is the solar plexus. This is to do with personal power, will, metabolism, eating, happiness, and your self-esteem and self-identification. You can feel this chakra just above your belly, below your ribs, and you can suck in this area. If this chakra is blocked, you will feel lack of confidence, difficulty in manifesting your desires, low self-esteem, misuse of power, misuse of dominance, weak will, and shame in yourself. Biggest one for this chakra is overeating, as it's to do with metabolism. If you are overeating, you are literally unbalancing a lot of your lower chakras, not just the solar plexus. In order to work on this chakra and balance it, you want to have a positive self-identification. You want to feel happy, a happy self-esteem, effectiveness to people, not overeating, and a strong willpower. Now for the heart chakra, one of the most important chakras. Chakra is to do with love, understanding, trust, hope, openness, compassion, balance, and forgiveness. The most important because your heart is the tree of life in the body. It is the center of the toroidal field. It is the most powerful chakra. Your heart is 5,000 times stronger magnetically than your brain. Once you have hit the heart chakra and you start surpassing the heart chakra, you are now turning matter into spirit. as the lower three chakras are dense and physical, and the above the heart chakra are turning to spirit. As you can see already, this is a hard and long process of working on yourself physically and internally. The symptoms of a blocked heart chakra would be lack of love or too much love, difficulty to accepting or giving love, lack of compassion, loneliness, and lack of emotional fulfillment. Finally, a lack of connection with a divine or to nature. In order to balance this chakra, the most important thing and the most powerful thing you can do is loving people, accepting and giving lots of love. Second most important thing to balance the heart chakra is balance. You need a balanced life. You need balance in all aspects of your life. Now for the throat chakra. This is a very important chakra as it's to do with communication. A symptom of this being unbalanced is a lack of self-expression and putting on a front all the time, acting with the ego. In order to balance this chakra, you need to constantly self-express yourself. You can't be putting on a front. That voice inside your head, you have to let it come outward. Don't just block it off with a wall. Self-expression will lead to you gaining friends who actually like you for being you, and not these fake friends that you have to put on an ego for. In order to balance this chakra, you need to express yourself, express the word that's within you. Don't be lying to people, don't deceive or be deceptive. The next chakra is the third eye chakra. This is starting to get very advanced and you are coming very close to spirit. Just before we head on, I want to announce the PDF is now available, containing all the presentations I've ever made, all into a condensed 38-page PDF. The link will be below this video for you to access. And if you want to learn how to create reality using your mind, how to attract your desires, how to get out of the situation you are in, the link will also be there for the Manifestation Mastery course. Now for the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra controls the pineal gland, which is your first eye. It's to do with your psychic abilities, channeling, telepathy, astral travel, visions, and connection to the higher self. You need all of the chakras aligned to get the full potential out of your third eye or pineal gland chakra. For example, if you're astral traveling and you fear something, you will be instantly shot back to your body. So you need to master all of the chakras before you go on and try and do these higher spiritual activities. Symptoms of the third eye chakra being blocked is lack of imagination, lack of vision, lack of concentration, blocked or clouded intuition, can't see the big picture, and especially overly reliant on logic and intellectual thinking. A good way to work on this chakra is imagining things, vision things. Trust your intuition at all times. Always follow that inner voice. Cut out the tap water which contains fluoride. Fluoride blocks the pineal gland. And cut out all junk food because all of this is affecting your pineal gland. When in meditation, you want to focus your eyes and your attention to the center of your head between the two eyebrows. This is where the pineal gland is located. This will help and awaken the pineal gland over time when you keep doing these meditations. Finally, for the crown chakra, this is to do with universal consciousness, all-knowing, enlightenment, cosmic connections, the God source. This chakra is blocked by being cut off from spirituality, plagued by the senses, being tricked into the five senses and being tricked into thinking you are the body. In order to work on this chakra, you need to feel grounded. You need to know yourself, your real self, the voice within you. Have common sense, have specific decisions that you're making, be very direct. Now we've got out of the way all of the chakras, I can now introduce methods and meditations which will help you unblock them spiritually. When meditating, you want to get into the present moment in a nice, comfortable position. Bring yourself to the present moment by saying, I am here right now, nothing else matters. Keep repeating this over and over with your eyes open or closed. After a couple minutes of bringing your attention to the present moment, you can now start to Breathe in through the nose deeply and breathe out through the mouth slower than you breathed in. Place your attention on the chakra that you want to balance. Think of a high vibrational emotion like love, and think of this while placing your attention on that chakra. You can do this exercise every day for 10 to 20 to 30 minutes. The longer the better. Another practice you can do is by chanting the Bijis for each chakra. They are here starting from the root chakra all the way to the crown chakra. Or you can chant the 7 vowels. There are not 5, there are actually 7. A, I, A, O, U, M. A, I, O. This is the proper way of pronouncing the 7 vowels. These are so powerful because these are the only things that exist. It is literally the sound of God. By pronouncing them right, you can actually create a lot of power within you and align your chakras. That's it for this video, people. I'd appreciate a comment and a like to help the algorithm. I appreciate you all. Love and light.
Welcome to Revival of Wisdom.
This video is going to be about the flat earth and the breakdown of the whole cosmology. We're going to be digging very deep. I've got a lot of pictures and images to show you, and a lot of dots to connect. So let's start with the Freemasonry art. So this artwork we have here is the Freemasonic cosmology as they know and believe. So what is it symbolizing? Obviously have to start off with the 4 pillars representing the 4 corners of the earth. The 4 corners with duality. You see, there's everything on earth. There's good and evil. Good, evil, positive, negative. Good, bad. This is the checkered board. This is what it symbolizes. Okay, obviously we have the sun, the moon. The sun gives you energy. It's the anode. The moon is the cathode. It's the opposite. It takes your energy, so therefore you become sleepy when the moon comes out. You see, everything on earth, everything in the universe is balanced. There's complete balance, symbolized by duality. There's always 2 opposites. We have the all-seeing eye, and obviously 7 stars representing the 7 planets, but not planets as in we know planets. They're not physical spinning balls of gas. They are energies. They are lights emitting from the realm above this realm. They are lights through the firmament, through the electromagnetic field. So let's go through that again. The 4 corners, duality, positive and negative, cold, dry. Everyone on earth has an opposite. Everyone, there's 2. Okay, and then we have the sun, the moon, the 7 planets with a 5-pointed star. What's the 5-pointed star? Of course, it's the 5 elements: spirit, water, earth, fire, and air. Okay, that's what the 5-pointed star is symbolizing, the 5 elements of earth. And then, most importantly, we have the compass. The compass is very, very important, hence why it's in the center. The compass is symbolizing many, many things, and one of the most important things, but we'll get into that after. We have a boat with water outside of the earth. So we have a boat on water, symbolizing the waters separated by the firmament, the waters above, separated by the firmament from the waters within the firmament, the earth. So this is what it's symbolizing. So the compass, what's the compass? this is where the compass comes from. The Polaris, the most important star there is, because it's in the center of Earth, the sun, the moon, and the black hole, black sun. Because all creation comes from center, the seed center. Okay, but we'll get into this after. But also, this is a very important Masonic symbol because they use this symbol a lot. This is one of their main symbols, hence why Neil Armstrong has the Masonic ring with the compass on it. The people who supposedly went to the moon, which obviously they faked to push this globe model, because the globe model is based upon fear. Because the globe model, if they can sell you the globe model, they can sell you anything then. You don't know where you actually are. The globe model is to push fear upon the masses, because the globe model means there's not enough resources. There's also risks of asteroids hitting the planet. There's also risks of space extraterrestrial invasions, global warming, asteroids. You see, this is all the fear that they can gain of selling you the globe model. Okay, because they don't want you to know that this is an intelligent design. And also, they're hiding God, the creator, the source. This is why they are satanic. They are opposites. They are lefty, Lucifer, right, righteous, godly. Hence why they do the symbolism on their eyes. 666. This is another famous, famous astrologer, astronaut. This is another famous astronaut doing 666, showing that he's in the alliance of the occult. But even look at their 10th anniversary stamps. They have a Masonic compass on there. Also the Order Out of Chaos. Order Out of Chaos, double-headed eagle. Okay, the Order Out of Chaos ring, which they wear. So all of these astronauts are in the occult. They are lying to you. They are in with this order, this Masonic New World Order, whatever you want to call it. So let's break this compass down a lot more. Because as I showed you here, the center, okay, this is what the compass is symbolizing. Let's go into the North Pole map. This is from 1595. This is a rough estimate of where this map came from. It's from around the 1500s to the 1600s, maybe 1400s. There's not an actual set date on this map because obviously our history has been tampered with. But let's break down this map and the symbolism that they use towards this map, because this map is the map of the North Pole. Okay, so in the center, we have the black rock symbolizing the tower, the pole, North Pole. And what's on top of the North Pole? Obviously, it's Polaris. North Pole and Polaris. Okay, with the 4 islands around the center. Okay, 4 islands around the center. And this is what blew my mind, right? They say that Santa sounds similar. And if you look at this pole that's pointing to the North Pole, you see this line here. So this is obviously from the 1600s. What color is Santa? He's red and white. Just like this map pointing to the center is red and white. And Santa comes from the North Pole. So it's not a coincidence that they used red and white. They're mocking this map because obviously they took over after the 1500s, 1600s. They took over around the 1700s, 1800s. So they're mocking this map. with Santa coming from the North Pole with this red and white line to the North Pole. Notice the 4 islands, okay, like windows. Their symbol, they obviously in the occult, they're part of the New World Order, is symbolizing these 4 islands with the blue behind it for the water. Okay, so this is another occult logo. They're symbolizing this center because the center is so important. Okay, we'll get into that. Also, we have the Mayan cosmology. This is the Mayan cosmology. This is what they created. This is their artwork, with also 4 major lands around the center. You see there's 4 with green in between them all. 4 major lands with the underworld. You see this underworld is also symbolized by the Masons with the coffin of the skull and bones, the deceased, the dead. Okay, so this is also mentioned in the Book of Enoch. Okay, and it's called Sheol. Sheol, the underworld. Okay, and in the Book of Enoch, it says all spirits of the dead go to these hollow places, that they will wait until their appointed time of judgment. And it also says in the Book of Enoch, there are 4 hollow places underneath. 4 as above, so below, representing the 4 islands. As above, so below. That's where that could link in. Okay. The Book of Enoch is very important because it was found in a cave thousands of years ago. And there's a lot of truths about this realm and about this world we live in. So let's go back to the Mayan cosmology. So the ancient cosmology, they all must have had some sort of communication. They must all be at peace with each other, because all of their cosmologies link together. You see the Greek, Babylonian, Indian, Celtic. Okay, they're all linked in together. They all knew that they were in an enclosed system with an underworld and obviously a firmament. Okay, so this is what they all knew. They all must have had some sort of communication. They were a lot more advanced than us. They knew the center of the realm. Okay, and obviously the United Nations flag also symbolizes their center. You see how it has like a grid with a circle around the center. It's symbolizing that center of the realm, because that center of Earth is so important. The United Nations flag, they all have it. See, some different ones will have that circle around the center. Because the center is the seed. All things come from a center. So the torus field is so important because it is the spark of life. It's the building blocks of the universe, this creation. Because all things have a torus field. Just like an apple with what's in the center of an apple, a seed. Because the center is where the energies hold, it's where the energies meet, and it creates that spark of life. Just like your heart is the center of your body, and it has an electromagnetic field. Because the center, all things come from the center. So this is why the North Pole is so important, because this is why it's so important, because this is where the creation sparked from, the center. This is where the most electromagnetic energy is stored. So this is why the northern lights come from the center. It's electromagnetic energy. This is what the northern lights are. it's being emitted from this black hole in the center. Okay, and obviously what else is on the center? Polaris. Polaris is the center star. Okay, so the center star is what sits on top of this North Pole, Polaris, because it's a pole of electromagnetic energy, symbolized as a black rock, a black hole, pole. You see, because all creation comes from void. Light is born from darkness. Without light, darkness can't be born from light. You see, but light can be born from darkness. This is why darkness is so important. And this is why there's a black hole in the center of our realm, like the black sun. The black sun, the Polaris star, the North Star. You see, so this is this North Pole, Polaris. This is what they're talking about. And this is why compasses are an 8-pointed star, because Polaris is symbolized as an 8-pointed star. This is where a compass will point you to. It will point you to that center. So notice how a compass has this black hole in the middle, you see, and it will point you to this meeting point, the north, because in the center is the center of the torus field of the earth. This is where the most electromagnetic energy is. You see, everything gets sucked into the black hole. Okay, this whole reality is being projected from that center point, just like your eyes suck in light. It's a black hole. Your eyes suck in the light of this light being emitted from this center place, this electromagnetic energy at the center, which is the seed of everything, of everyone. You see, just like an apple has the seed in the center in darkness, because in the center of the apple it's dark, it's black, it's pitch black, but that's where the seeds are, that's where the life is. But Polaris is so important because it's that center star which lines up. It is the pole, it's the top of the pole of the torus field. So Polaris would be here at the very, very top. And this is where the compasses point you to. And this is why the Star of Ishtar, the 8-pointed star of the Sumerians, also talked about this 8-pointed star, and it's called the Star of Ishtar. Okay, and who is Ishtar? Ishtar is the goddess. Okay, so she's not a male, she's a female, because every creation is brought through a female, a womb. Every single human on earth is brought through the womb, the sacred feminine energy, and the womb is pure darkness. There's no light in a womb, just like the center of our realm. There's no, it's a black hole. Okay, and guess what? She's the god of fertility and sexuality. She is responsible for all life. Okay, so the Star of Ishtar is the Star of Polaris, which is symbolizing the responsibility for all life, the center of our realm, the black sun, the black hole. Okay, so this is what that god of Ishtar of the Sumerians is talking about, the goddess, the womb, the seed of creation. So this would be the portal, more than likely the portal in and out of our realm, because it's the top of the torus field. And what's above this realm is the heavens. So this is where you get sucked in from the heavens. Your soul gets sucked in and brought onto this plane of existence called Earth. These are some space NASA symbols. Look how much Polaris symbolism there is, and notice how it's at the center. You see this circle? This is like a half circle, and at the center is an 8-pointed star of Ishtar. It's the same thing. It's Polaris. It's at the center. And notice on some of these, look, this one is a bear holding the key and an arrow pointing to the Polaris star, so that they hold the key to Polaris. Another one with like a demon holding a key to the what? Polaris on top of him. Also an eagle, which is a Masonic symbol, the eagle holding a key. On top of the center, you see, and notice how there's an arrow going up to the Polaris and an arrow down, as above, so below, to Earth. So you can go out of Earth and into Earth through Polaris, and the eagle holds the key. You see? The eagle holds the key, just like this. This demon dragon holds the key to Polaris. And look at this one, Earth, with an arrow up to Polaris, an 8-pointed star. So Polaris is more than likely that portal which the Anunnaki used, the Sumerian gods used, because the Anunnaki symbol is also an 8-pointed star. Okay? And like I said, that center is the seed of creation. The center is the black hole. Okay, just like your pineal gland is at the center of your brain. The pineal gland is at the center of your brain, and that's what connects you to that spirit realm, to the source. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all learned something today. Please leave a like, a comment, and please subscribe to the channel for more content. God bless you all.
Welcome to Revival of Wisdom.
Welcome people. We're back with another video. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to never miss a video. The Earth is a giant torus field consisting of a positive and a negative pole. The Sun being the cathode with a positive charge and the Moon being the anode with a negative charge. This is why the Sun rules over the day, giving you lots of energy, and the Moon taking your energy from you, making you go to sleep. Now, the plane that we live on is called the plane of inertia, and at the center of this plane of inertia is the North Pole. This is where the two electromagnetical energies meet. Now, this is where the most electromagnetic energy is stored. This is why all compasses will point north, because it's the most magnetic place in this reality. So the Sun and the Moon is spinning around this center point, which is stirring the ether of this reality and making everything move in circles, meaning this is a cycle. Everything's recycling itself. It's an organic simulation. The ancients also knew about this sacred land at the center of this reality, known as the North Pole. As you can see on this map from the 1500s of the North Pole, you can see 4 islands around this center black rock. Ancient civilizations like the Mayans, the Buddhists, and ancient Chinese also depict these 4 islands. The endless symbology of these sacred lands at the center has been going on for thousands of years. These sort of secrets are now kept by the elites, but as always they have to show the truth in plain sight, and this is what they are doing with the Windows symbol and also the Wizard of Oz. Now in the Wizard of Oz, as you can see, there's something called Munchkin Land. Munchkins are these unusually short people. Then on the ancient 1500s map it says Pygmy, and then the Pygmy people in mythology are also these unusually short people. Just like Santa and his elves, they come